my gaming friends and family. It's been a while, right? It's been a while since you guys have seen this screen. Welcome to Altoholics Anonymous, the place where we talk about our addiction to City of Heroes and we encourage each other. This is not a place to go if you're looking for a cure to your City of Heroes addiction. Now, let me get a couple of things set up real quick. Listen, we're going to have a good time tonight. Lots of laughs, good fun. I do need one thing from you guys though. I need to know how your Wednesday was. That is an absolute requirement before we get started. I need to know how your Wednesday was. How long are we going for tonight? I'm guessing an hour and a half to 2 hours, sorty. That's typically how long these go. So what's on the slate for tonight? What is in a typical AA meeting, you ask? So tonight, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a visit over to the CoH Reddit and take a look at some of the City of Heroes memes and funny pictures and just have some laughs together, react to them. I also pulled up a channel that re-uploaded all of the old Paragon Studios videos, so I thought it might be cool to check out some of their holiday videos that were promoting Christmas and Halloween, their videos that were promoting new power sets as they were being released. They're short videos, like a minute or less. And then we'll check out the Force of Will power pool. I grabbed it on a character just so I could show you a rundown on it in case you're curious about it. And we will take phone calls from you guys. I have some topics to discuss. If you guys are ready. Somebody will have to break the ice tonight, though, with the phone calls. So I will get that open up in a few minutes. First, we're going to kind of just have a look around at some City of Heroes stuff. I do want to thank you guys for stopping in tonight. This is very different content for this channel, but this is AA meeting number 4. So let's hop on over. I thought it would be fun to take a look at some funny City of Heroes pictures and memes together and stuff. So let's go take a look. Let me get my green screen back on. All right. So let's take a look at some funny pics for City of Heroes. I know there has to be some. I don't know how successful this is going to be. Right off the bat, here we go. Meme. 20 hours ago. Let's take a look. Okay. Final AV in a task force. You took everything from me. Me, on a team that didn't see any of the story content. I don't even know who you are. Okay, that's pretty good. Because this is totally me, right? Going through and just blazing through it because I never read the mission text. And the AV comes out and starts giving this big long story, and I'm like, I don't know who you are. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good one to open with. I like it. Okay. Let's see what else we've got. But I thought it'd be fun to do this. Like we were supposed to read. Exactly. Who reads it? Who reads it? Let's see. I accidentally made this. I'm not following. I accidentally made this. Is there something here that I don't see? Wait, Aura 2? Is that normal? How do you get the Aura 2? Is that... Huh. Interesting. Alpha body. Rebirth server. Okay, that makes... Gotcha, TikTok. That would be pretty cool. That would be pretty cool to be able to do that. Not gonna lie. That's illegal. Oh, it's illegal. Did we kill it in time? You've been forcibly disconnected from the server. Yeah, you probably did. You probably did. Let's see. Homecoming patch notes. This is where the spooky begins. Yep. Okay. And like I said, I don't know how many of these I'm actually going to be able to find. Just playing my favorite game. One of my favorites to have in the base. I like it. I wonder if I can look at just memes, if it'll keep it within the City of Heroes stuff. Let's see. Are these all? They are. These should all be City of Heroes. So, new. All right, let's look. Look, here we go. Boom. Boom. All memes about City of Heroes. City of Heroes. RC. Okay, listen. I'm not one of you young hip kids, so somebody might have to explain this to me. I don't really know what's going on here with this. City of Heroes, r/City of Heroes. So this is the Reddit community. Take it. I'm not following it. I'm not following it. I'm too old. City of Heroes. Me in a pursuit of a happy relationship and successful career. Okay, okay. Fair, fair. When your significant other plays video games, though, it's kind of hard for me to follow and understand that. Let's see. I make a fire farmer. I sell influence and salvage for real life cash. Banhammer falls on homecoming. Yep. No real world trading. Okay, listen. I won't tell, okay? Did anyone here know anyone that was actually selling influence and salvage for real world cash? Does anyone know someone who did that? Because I don't see a lot of money there in that, because it's so easy to get influence in salvage. Did people really sell it for real money? Did someone actually buy it? Is my question. Someone was actually, what? Who would buy it? Yeah, but they're saying people were selling it for real world cash. Control, Sonic Defender, DPS, and the tank. You done with pups? Yep. Okay, I've played a tanker now, so I get it. I get it. Okay. Make calls like a hero. Don't understand that one. I'm out of the loop on that one. And we won't go through all these guys. I'm just kind of having some fun, just goofing off. I needed a laugh, you know? And I'm hoping that some of these might make you guys laugh. Not following. Probably should get that one. I just want accolade badge abilities. Crippling badge hunting addiction. Fair. Oh. Combat jumping. You're weak. Hover. I'm you. Oh, man. These Portal Core people have perfected their craft. Bravo. Bravo. Hey, Teresa, how you doing tonight? That's fair. Okay. When you change alignment 5 times in a day to do TFs in Strike Force. Parkour. Hardcore parkour. I like it. Let's see. Hey, Buzz. It's you. Hey, Buzz, it's you. This is A-Buzz.
Look, it's a giant monster. That's what.
Whoa! That's a lot of dudes.
I'm right next.
There's a war going on over there.
I want to fight it.
Do you guys want to fight it?
Yeah.
Are we going?
I'm okay with dying. This will be a hell of a meme. Why are you so low on?
Oh my God, he's converting them.
Oh my God.
I'm coming for you, Cage. Oh
Jesus.
Get him! Get him, boys!
What's going on?
Oh my God.
Oh my God!
What is going on? What happened?
Oh my God!
This is a bad idea. This is a bad idea.
That was a bad idea.
We didn't even put a dent in it.
Wild Bastion only hit myself.
did like we did like 4 damage to him, and then he killed all of our units at once.
Mine is still alive.
Alright, I'm out of here. See you later. You guys can die.
Alright, I'm not going to show the whole thing. Here's what I'm going to do. You can go watch this video yourself on A-Buzz's channel. He's at almost 1,000 subscribers. I'm going to link his channel down in the chat. There it is. He has been in this community for a long time. Show him some love. That's a link to his YouTube channel. Go check it out. That was him. That was just a clip of him.
I tell you what, dude, what you need to do is run back to the back of the map and see if you can hurt them
Same
all
again.
up here. We'll wait at the elevators for you.
Okay,
Go.
I'll see you in a
Go,
sec.
freestyle, go. That's the man right there. Oh, did everybody follow?
That's fucking right.
Hey, at least I came back.
Oh my god. That was so stupid.
A-Buzz always getting in trouble. Always getting in trouble. Level a character to 50. Create almost 20 characters that barely reach level 10. Yes. Yes. That is 100%. 100%. Okay, I'm already getting into some older stuff. Can't earn any day job badges because logged in all day. Alright, alright. Okay, so I just wanted to start out by looking at some funny stuff. Some funny memes and stuff for City of Heroes. Galactose. Get it? Oh gosh. Alright, we're getting into those. So there were a few. To look at. I like it. So another thing I'd like to do is look at some of the old event trailers for City of Heroes. I wanted to show you guys, there's a channel called CoH Video Archive. And they have all of the old trailers that Paragon Studios uploaded. So listen, I know that this doesn't make sense. It's Halloween, right? I wanted to watch the winter event trailer. To get an idea, this is the one that Paragon Studios would have uploaded back in the day. So let's watch it together and let's just take a look. Just to see what it looked like back then. This would have been to promote the winter event.
This holiday season, the heroes are taking it easy.
Oh yeah.
No
Eat
City
slow.
of Heroes holiday has ever been more touching, so genuinely moving, or more down to earth. There's never been a jollier time to be a hero.
Okay, I mean, you know, what do you fully expect? I mean, listen, I'd get pumped up. I'm pumped up now, just looking at it, right? Why am I being recommended all these Peppa Pig videos after watching that? That's kind of creepy. Peppa Pig, no thank you. So, I also wanted to look at, they have all of the power sets. So, is there a power set promotion video you guys would like to see? Name a power set potentially that you would like to see. I'll give you an example. Here's one that they did for my favorite Nature Affinity. So let's take a look at it and see what they had.
Hi, I'm Phil Zaleski, power designer for City of Heroes at Paragon Studios. I'm proud to present the new Nature Affinity power set. It's a fun, visually appealing support and healing set that pairs well with nature-centric sets like Plant Control and Beast Mastery. It's a primary set for defenders and a secondary set for controllers, corruptors, and masterminds. As a mid-range support set, Nature Affinity buffs up your team before the fight. Then you take advantage of that by hanging back and healing your allies with Regrowth's wide effect. Nature Affinity gives you rich healing powers with lots of healing over time, static location-based buffs, minor debuffs, and a hold power. Many powers use the new Bloom mechanic. Each stack of Bloom makes heals more powerful on your target.
Yes,
Life-giving Spores lets all your allies in its effect recover health and endurance while they remain within the spores. Regrowth provides a cone-based direct heal topped off with healing over time effect. And Wild Growth lets your allies shrug off damage and regenerate more quickly. Entangling Aura puts an aura around you that wraps vines around enemies to briefly incapacitate them if they come too close to you.
I didn't take that
Overgrowth
one.
is a long-duration group buff that boosts nearby allies' damage and chance to hit, and lets their powers cost less endurance to use. Wild Bastion is the first power in City of Heroes that uses the new damage absorption mechanic. Damage absorption acts like additional temporary hit points. Your health isn't reduced until the damage absorption is worn away and removed. The Rebirth Resurrection power and the Corrosive Enzymes debuff round out the Nature Affinity power set. Pick it up today at the Paragon Market.
Oh, the Paragon Market. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Paragon Market. Oh, mushrooms. Yes, you did have to teach me about that, Sorty. You did. I did not know it did what it did. Let's take a look and see what other power set. Someone said Water Blast. Let's see if they have one. I just like hanging out talking City of Heroes for a little bit. And then we'll get to the phone calls. We will get to the phone calls. Don't worry. Don't worry. Oh, there's nothing for Water Blast. This guy doesn't have everything. In archetypes. Okay, let's try this. Let's try this. Maybe this will be something
Rated
cool.
T for teen.
This is way back. This is 360p, alright? New archetype is coming. 360p, yeah! Oh, that's it. Okay, that's it. They're trying. Listen, they're trying to build up hype. Okay, back in 2004. 2004, guys. Wow. Wow, that's way back. What about demon summoning? Okay, hold on. I gotta see this. I gotta see this. Oh, this one's 720. We're moving up. We're moving up. Cypher, how are you? Demon summoning. Ooh, with the whip. Hey, Horndow. Okay, that one was pretty cool. That one was pretty cool. Let's check out just a few more, and then we'll get to the phone calls and stuff. I know you guys have been waiting. Let's see Titan Weapon. Here's why I want to see Titan Weapon. I'm going to go ahead and predict this now. It's going to be a lot of this. This is going to be the whole video. It's a minute and 1 second. Here's the video. I'm going to show you. Here we go. Introducing. New to City of Heroes, the Titan Weapon Power Set. Boom. That's all you need. Alright. Let's watch the real thing. I would die if that's really it. Oh yeah, it's gonna be. Here we go. Everybody sped up the camera. Yep, now listen. Listen. If I saw that, I would probably be like, I'm playing that. Okay? They made it look pretty cool, right? Now, I can talk a little smack because I've played Titan Weapons now. Jeffrey Clark, how are you? It is so good to see you, my friend. You want to cast your vote for dual pistols? Okay, let's see if they got it. Yep, there it is. All right, let's check it out. Hey, Zero. All right, dual pistols. Woo. That was loud. Wait a second. Does that really last that long? She was shooting for 18, 19, 20, 21. Hold on. That seemed like forever. Super loud. Oh, at the camera. Bang. It was slowed down or looped. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. Hey, Audrey. How you doing? A lot of people are going to be stopping in and out, trying to check out what the AA meeting is all about. Let's see. What else do we have? What's another one? What's another cool one? Let's see. Power and response. I don't know what some of these are. City of Heroes being introduced. Like the trailer. Guys got everything. Okay, City of Heroes. We watched the first trailer a while back. Summer Blockbuster. Was there a trailer for that? Through the Looking Glass. Wow, what is this?
Rated T for teen.
What is this? Is this like an original? Oh boy. This is the highest resolution I can do. Let me say one thing. Show me this in 2004 to a 12-year-old. I'm playing that game that day. Show it to me now. At 29, I'm playing it that day. Where do I sign? Where do I download this game? The good old days. Yep. I like it. I like it. What were you guys saying? Watch the Justice Avengers? Oh gosh. What is this? Is this real? 240p?
Ready? Hey, stop hitting our friend.
Yeah, now we kung fu you.
Wait, we weren't actually hitting them. See? We were just doing
Silence! Kung fu!
What?
Hey, stop kung fuing our friends.
What am I watching? Freezion. Justice.
Thanks for meeting me, Justice Avengers. Paragon City needs your help. The Sioux and the Skulls have been having a turf war, tearing up the streets and causing mayhem and panic. We need you to put an end to this by arresting the Sioux leader at his base. Tonight, count on you, Justice Avengers. Where's the base? Talos Island. Green Line. That's a little far.
Don't worry, Omurasaki. We'll fly there, and I'll teleport you. We'll do it, sir.
Great. I'm gonna need you to work with the local authorities on this one.
Hey, coffee girl.
What's wrong?
Wait, that sound effect is totally someone going. Watch, I can do it. I can do it.
What's wrong?
I'm running low on meter.
Hey, how's it going? Wow. Level 50, huh? Yeah, you know, I thought about being a defender, but I was born to be a striker. Thanks.
No problem. Let's go.
What's with the red suit? Where's your blue one?
This is my rage suit. I'm going to wear it until I'm out of debt.
Help!
Sorry, that one got
That
me.
villain's only level 7. Sorry, lady. We don't get experience if we help you.
Heads up, team. It's a big group. Omurasaki, you use Teleport Bow to draw one of the minions. Friezion, you cast an Ice Storm to weaken them. Rex and I will blast them from back here. Ready?
Ready.
Ready.
Where'd those heroes come from?
You wanna get ice cream? My treat.
Ice cream.
Wait, let's go this way.
Right. You'll never arrest me, Justice Avengers.
Kung Fu!
Hey, guys, a little help? You did it, team. You did it, team.
Let's get out of here. Back to the fresh air of Paragon City.
Take me down to the Paragon City where the trolls are green and...
Shut up.
Take me down to Paragon City where the trolls are green. Okay, that was pretty good. Seminole, that was good. I have actually never seen that. That was created, yes, for some type of contest. First comedy film in the first annual Paragon City. That was pretty darn good. That was pretty good. Any other good ones you guys recommend? Before we get into the City of Heroes taking phone calls and things. Oh my gosh, there are so many. Okay, I have to trust you on this. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. The white background one? I'm a hero, I'm a villain. Is that saying that's a song? Summer Blockbuster. Okay. Summer Blockbuster. How many of you have seen that little seen that little animation? I had never seen it.
Rated T for teen.
Wait, what, Zero? What? Whoa.
City of Heroes presents the Summer Blockbuster event, an action-packed double feature. First, Time Gladiator. Travel back in time and step into the Colosseum to face the God's Champion. Non-stop action that will keep you on your toes.
Oh, this one's fancy.
Because in this game, there are no timeouts. Plus, casino heist. An all-star cast of criminals. The Grifter.
No.
The Hacker.
The Hacker. Yeah.
The Hitter. And the Thief. Pulling one last big job. Summer Blockbuster double feature. Playing now at cityofheroes.com.
I like it. I like it. Did you ever do this on stream? I have done this one other time on stream. If that's what you mean, like watching videos and stuff like this. Steampunk pack trailer. Oh my gosh, there's so much. There's so much here that we could watch. Let me see what this is.
Hi, I'm a hero.
And I'm a villain. Who's the kid?
Oh, this is my new sidekick.
Hey, what's up?
I'm teaching this young fellow all he needs to know about being a future superhero. Showing him the ropes.
So, what have you actually learned so far?
How to make his coffee?
And how to do that power attack.
You haven't shown me that yet.
Right, that's next week.
Sounds like you've been learning a whole lot.
Look, I have a very specific schedule plan.
Come to the dark side.
What?
Why be a sidekick when you could be a henchman?
Stop tempting my sidekick.
We have free donuts.
Oh, like that's going to convince
Some
him.
of them have sprinkles.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you what I love. I hate to interrupt. If you notice, he's using all emotes and stuff from the game. The donut, the stare, the clipboard. Oh, I love it.
Guys?
Well, I've got an affordable medical plan.
Oh, you mean that box of Band-Aids you keep in the medicine cabinet?
It's not only Band-Aids. There's aspirin there too.
Bet it's not name brand aspirin.
Bet it is.
I'm going back to community college.
Bet it is. Yes, it is.
It's not.
Oh, okay, see what you did?
Me? Frankly, I think he was scared off by your tights.
Now you're just being silly.
Well, they are pretty tight.
This is regulation hero grade span.
Mouse and eyes were animated for this video because it made it look cooler. I love it.
Index.
Yeah, you just keep telling yourself that.
Okay. Yeah, those are pretty cool. Let's see. I'm just trying to a quick peek for any other really cool ones. There's another one? Okay, wait. Should we watch the other Justice Avengers? Okay, let's watch that one. Let's watch that one. I gotta see what happened.
Scorching. Hey, check out Mr. Fancy Pants. Yeah. Let's get his new cape dirty. Ow. Uh-oh. You have been defeated. Yeah, game over, hero.
Oh, those mics. Oh, it's cringe.
Alright, Supergroup. First order of business. What are we gonna do about the Sioux?
Well, I think that we are.
This soda's warm. Thanks, Friezion.
As I was saying, I think that we ought to.
Omu, you're late. Hear me, O Supergroup. I must have revenge on the Council for what they've done to me. Will you help your brother in need?
Why should we help? They didn't beat us up.
This isn't just an attack against me. Oh no. This is a slap in the face to the entire generic Supergroup 8851. That reminds me. Weren't we looking into getting our name changed?
That was Friesion's job.
Oh, why is everything always my job? Whoa, it speaks. Come on, guys. They got my cape dirty. Don't worry, guys. I'm right behind you. Almost said it was around here somewhere. Ah, there. So, two men and a strudel walk into a bar, and the strudel says, ouch. You see, because he walked into the bar and it hurt him. Laugh at my joke. Laugh! Oh.
Into the bar.
Oh! Oh! Hey, Rex, that's not him.
Tell us where your leader is, or else.
Or else what? They're nihilists, Rex. They believe in nothing. Oh, look. More capes for me to dirty ops. Look, that's him. Whoa. He didn't do that last time. Yeah! No!
All right, I'm taking you downtown.
Yeah, you're going downtown. You're going...
Shut up.
Oh. All right, here's your new cape.
Icon.
All nice and clean. Let's see, that comes to 6,000 influence points. Who's paying?
Is there an ATM nearby?
Okay, that was pretty good. The first one was definitely better. The first one was better, but that's still pretty funny. Okay. So I think we should probably get to the part that everyone wants. The phone calls. Should we move on to the phone calls? Listen, we could definitely revisit this at some point. Because it looks like there's some cool videos in here. Oh my gosh, they've made them with little toys. If you guys want to see this guy's channel, I'm going to link it as well. Because he has an archive, apparently. I just put it down in the chat. He has an archive that has a lot of, I mean, you see them. All of these are City of Heroes videos that were uploaded by Paragon Studios, NCSoft, whoever. So I linked that down in the chat. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. And I'll check out that other video you were talking about, Zero. I will check it out at some point. Okay. All right. So I'm going to close out of that. Let's get back over to the AA meeting. Screen, that is. The AA meeting screen. So what I was thinking is I'll open up the phone line and we'll have a couple of different topics. You guys can kind of bring what you want to the table, but I wanted to bring up 3 different things to have you call in and talk about. So number 1, this isn't necessarily directly about City of Heroes, but it could be something that could have us talking about City of Heroes. Will you play any of the City of Heroes successors if or when they release? So we're talking City of Titans, Ship of Heroes, games like that. Will you play one of those when they release? Number 2, favorite signature hero or villain from City of Heroes. And here's the kicker. And why? I need to know why it's your favorite hero, even if it's something as silly as he looks cool. Something like that. You can even do that. And lastly, another topic would be your favorite holiday in City of Heroes and why. So those would be the 3 topics that I would open up the phone line for. Will you play any of these successors? Your favorite signature hero or villain? Your favorite holiday event in City of Heroes and why? So someone is going to have to break the ice tonight. This is the phone number above my head, 865-235-1489. Or if there's some other type of topic that you want to bring up to talk about City of Heroes, that's perfectly fine. But give me just a second and I'll get the phone line opened up. So the idea behind these is to be basically a podcast talking about City of Heroes. So let me get it open. Okay. 235-1489. All right. Phone line should be open. Who's gonna break the ice tonight? Who's breaking the ice with the phone calls? Who's brave enough to call in and talk City of Heroes? Now listen, I sound like I'm making it all this big deal. We're all friends and family. Just give me a call and let's talk City of Heroes. Maybe. Hold on. I think it's ringing. Let me check. There we go. Oh no, it just messed up. Whoever called in, I'm so sorry. I just got it working. You heard it. You heard it come up. So, okay. Redo. Pretend the last 30 seconds never happened. Guys, phone line is opened up. If you're ready to call in and talk City of Heroes, you can call that number right above my head right now. 865-235-1489. And looky there, we've got our first caller tonight.
Call from
Carol.
Hello. Who do we have on the
accept,
line?
Press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
Are you there?
Hello.
Hello. How you doing? Who do we have on the line?
It's Carol from the stream.
Carol. All right. If you can do one thing for me, if you can turn the stream volume down for the moment. I'm getting like an echo from it.
Okay, it's down.
Okay, perfect. All right, so Carol, which one of these topics would you like to discuss tonight? I want to know if you, and you can pick one or all of the above. If you will play any of the City of Heroes successor games, your favorite signature hero or villain, and or your favorite holiday event in City of Heroes. You can pick any or all of the above or something totally different. Up to you.
I'm gonna pick the first one.
Okay, will you play any of
The
the City of Heroes successors?
I might play Ship of Heroes. A lot of people in the Discord were talking about it, so I might give it a try once it gets released. It looks interesting. As for City of Titans, I don't know. I have to see what it looks like first.
Yeah, City of Titans for me is a lot of people get upset with me because when I talk about City of Titans, I say I need to see something more, right? Because City of Titans had
Right.
the Kickstarter, they raised all this money, and I'm going to be upfront and honest with you and with everybody here in the chat. I mean, I've actually logged in and played Ship of Heroes. I mean, I did the combat alpha. They've got the costume creator beta is coming up this month. So I've actually logged in and played it and seen it with my own eyes. So that's why I'm so pumped about it and I push it so much. City of Titans, I'm not trying to down people. I don't talk down about companies most of the time. I need to see something more. Just being honest and upfront. So what is it about Ship of Heroes that you like? Are you okay with the ship idea, with everything being located on the ship?
Yeah, I've played games like Star Wars: The Old Republic, so the ship element is nothing new to me. I've seen your gameplay with the developers.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like it's going to be an interesting game. Maybe when they add some new stuff to it, I could see myself playing it on the downside when I'm not playing City of Heroes.
There you go. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people, they were worried and they said, well, it's going to be so limited because it's on a ship. But I was trying to tell people, think outside the box a little bit. They have holographic skies and stuff on the ship, so you literally overall kind of aren't going to know you're always on a ship. Plus, think of the potential for mission instances and raids and stuff being able to dock at different planets, so to say. Like the content literally would be endless, I think.
Yeah, I agree.
So I think it would be pretty cool.
Yeah, I think once they actually announce the date, I'll give it a try because I'm always up for trying new games. Since I am a gamer, I'm always trying new games and giving my sort of like my blind reaction to it and see if I want to pick it up again or not. So
there you go.
We'll see what happens.
And there's nothing wrong with that. I don't know why people look at it negatively when people play other video games. Like, people will say, but City of Heroes is back. Why would you ever play anything else? Most of us enjoy just video games in general. So, yes, a lot of my time will be spent on City of Heroes. But there are other video games out there that I would like to experience, and that does include other superhero video games. So there's nothing wrong with that at all.
Exactly. Us gamers, we gotta try out all the games, no matter how many of them come out. We gotta try them all.
Yeah, I agree. So you would try out Ship of Heroes. What about any of the other questions? Do you want to talk about any of those? You don't have to. Favorite signature hero or favorite City of Heroes holiday?
I would have to say that my favorite signature hero would have to be Miss Liberty.
Miss Liberty. Do you have a specific reason that you want to provide, or just she's your favorite?
That one mission we did, the Maria Jenkins one, we were trying to save Positron.
Mm-hmm.
I thoroughly enjoy seeing her fight. I've never seen Miss Liberty fight before, and watching that with my own eyes was just like, yes.
It's pretty cool to see her in action. Yeah, I mean, what is it? I think she has, her sword is Excalibur, right?
Yes.
I think it is.
Yes.
Seeing her whip that thing out and just go into town on baddies, that was pretty awesome.
Yeah, that Positron too, only because that's your favorite hero as well.
Yes,
So
my man. Yep, Positron is my. Oh man, the rest of the stream would be me talking about Positron if we get on that. So I won't go any deeper with that conversation.
I'm gonna hop off because I know Freddie wants to get a chance to talk. But
All right.
I appreciate you taking my call.
Yep, absolutely. Thank you for breaking the ice tonight.
Of course.
All right, have a good night.
Have a good one.
All right, bye-bye. And see, guys, here's what's cool. This gives you an opportunity. And Pathfinder. Pathfinder is here. How have you been? Teresa's been looking for you, Pathfinder. She's been asking about you. This is an opportunity for you to hear what some of your friends and family members sound like, right? So when they call in, you can you get to hear their voice, so you associate that with their profile picture, right? All right, let's take the next call.
Call from
Michael B.
To accept, press 1. To send.
Hello. Who do we have on the line?
Oh my God, is this like the ultimate man I'm talking to?
The ultimate.
This is the positive gamer.
Yes, you do have PG on the phone. Correct.
Well, Mr. PG, aloha from Hawaii, my friend.
Ooh, is this 2-fan?
Dude, it's TEW fan.
Oh, TEW fan. See,
I laugh every time you pronounce the word my name. Like, oh my God.
Listen, see, this is the advantage of taking phone calls. Now you guys can correct me on your names. Yes, this is perfect. Okay.
Oh man, I'm so glad to get to talk to you. You know, I really enjoy your channel. Brings back so much fond memories of City of Heroes for me. Haven't played the game for so long. I missed it when it was shut down. I'm glad it's back, sort of. But I love your channel. I love everybody in the channel. Everybody, you know what? Coming to your channel, everybody is so friendly. You're friendly.
That's what we go for. And I notice you return the favor, because I always see you being very active in the chat and conversating with people, and I really appreciate that. That's what we're trying to do here.
You guys are just awesome. I really enjoy it. Every time you go live, I'm like, and you know, I have to give you credit. You got me into WoW. You know, I never really was a WoW person. I watched your stream for the first time. I'm like, oh, this game looks interesting.
That's a dirty word for some people, but as we just talked about, I love many video games, especially MMOs.
I had to turn you on. I didn't want feedback because I went to broadcasting school, so I turned everything off. So like, I missed that part. But yeah, I love many games. You know, I did catch that one thing you're talking about, and I'm looking forward to Ship of Heroes. I really am.
Okay, that's good to hear, because their initial, because I do a lot of emailing back and forth with the CEO, Casey, and their initial response from people was actually quite negative. A lot of people didn't like it.
To be honest, I did. You know, I always scroll down after a video. I scroll down to the bottom to see what people say, and you're right. There were negative comments, but you know, I take it with a grain of salt.
Yep, and they've made a lot of progress. I'll be live streaming the costume creator test probably in the next 2 weeks, roughly. So everybody here will get an inside look at that with some videos and stuff like that.
I just wish there was more superhero games. I'm a big superhero mark. I wish there was more superhero games. I'm a big superhero mark, and
it's still kind of confusing to me, because how many superhero movies do we get every year? Every month nowadays.
I might go a little bit off topic here, but see, the thing is, I feel, you know, if Marvel could do a better MMO than unlike the last one they tried and bombed at, they could kill it because their movies are so popular. I mean, I really think they would blow DC's MMO away, because their movies are just their shows are killing in the theaters.
Yeah, and they could have those signature heroes that everyone already knows as contacts and things in the game. So
Yeah, that's what killed the last MMO they tried, because like they didn't allow you to really create your own character. So what you had was like 100 people walking around dressed as a thing. I'm like, okay, this is kind of confusing.
yeah, I never got to play it, so I've never seen a trailer of it. I've never seen gameplay of it, and I never played it, so I actually don't know anything about it.
I don't think it lasted too long, to tell you the truth. It came and went within a year, I believe.
Interesting.
Yeah, it didn't last long. But basically, the whole thing was you didn't really get to create your own character.
Yeah, that's kind of a bummer. When you play an MMO, it's got to have some kind of in-depth character creator, at least for me. For me, anyways.
Yeah. But my favorite holiday event was Halloween, which is coming up. But I get my new. Wait for my Alienware to come in. I hope it comes in before Halloween.
Yeah, because we started trick or treating last night.
I know. I was watching you guys. I'm like, oh, this is so cool.
Now you've got time. Are you expecting it soon? Your computer?
God, I hope so. I ordered it about a week ago. Hopefully it comes in.
Okay. Yeah, usually it's like a week to 2 weeks with PCs and stuff like that. If you ordered it directly from them. So you're gonna get to trick or treat. You're gonna get to trick or treat, I think.
I hope so, because man, Halloween and Christmas were my two favorite in City of Heroes. And I just love. Do you remember when they first started the game? When they used to have like the events? Like, did you ever have to fight that giant octopus in the water?
Luska?
Yeah, I hated that thing with a passion.
Luska is just misunderstood. That's all it is. That's all it is. She's not bothering anybody. She's just in the water, just flailing those tentacles around.
I remember going in my first time to go fight her, and I got swatted a few times by the the big tentacle, and that was it. It was like lights out.
Yep.
And are you guys bringing back what were they called, the alien guys?
The Rikti?
The Rikti, yeah.
Yep.
That was another big mistake I made. You know, when the Rikti ship was probably flying over the city, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna take this thing out by myself and charge up there. And one zap, and my character's dead.
Yep. Doesn't take much.
Fill the jar, guys.
But you know what? I'll let other people call in. I just want to say I really enjoy watching your streams. I enjoy talking to everybody in the chat. You have a really good thing going on, my friend.
All right, I really appreciate the kind words, and let me ask one more time. So it's you just say TEU fan?
No, TEW. I couldn't get the dots to show up. Yeah, it's supposed to be abbreviated. I couldn't get the dots to show up, so that's okay. I get a kick when you say two fan.
Okay.
I'm like, oh my god.
Well, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm not gonna make any promises. I will try to remember this, but it's already ingrained in my mind that you're two fan. So we'll see what happens. All right.
No problem. You have what's evening over there for you. We'll have a good evening.
Yep. I appreciate you calling in.
Okay. Take care.
All right. Have a good night.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Right, bye-bye. Interesting tidbit of info. I did not know that. That's how you say his name. Oh my goodness. I don't know. Two fan. I've already been saying it that way for like 4 months. We'll see. Thank you, Jeffrey Clark, for the $10 donation. That is above and beyond generous, my friend. Thank you. If you notice, over here, instead of smileys, it is jack-o'-lanterns in the tip jar. Thank you, Jeffrey. Always show me love and support. How have you been? I still want to get with you on the school thing, Jeffrey. I do want to get with you on it. But thank you. Your generosity is mind-blowing, Jeffrey. Absolutely mind-blowing. I don't know, Coffee Girl. Good question. He should still be in the chat. He should still be in the chat. What does that stand for? TEW fan. TEW. He's in Hawaii. What would that stand for? Freddie, what's your area code? What's your area code, Freddie? That way I can make sure that I accept your phone call. Total Extreme Wrestling. I never would have guessed that. That was the furthest thing from my mind, TEW fan. Furthest thing from my mind. Total Extreme Wrestling. Wow. Freddie, what is your area code? That way I can make sure. Okay. 971. Okay, I will grab Freddie. Freddie, if you want to call in, Transformers Earth Wars. Let's all guess what we thought that TEW stood for. What would have been your guess before you knew? That's what we should have done. It was a top-down Diablo type game. Ooh, I don't think I would have liked that, Lawson. I don't think I would have liked the top-down. I honestly don't like Diablo. I know that some people are going to be like, what? I don't like that. Evil wanker fan? What? Nicholas is here! Nicholas! How are you, man? Man, that I can't. I wish you could call in. I wish you could call in, Nicholas. Hello, hello. Is this Freddie?
Yep.
Right. How you, I gotta ask you first. How you feeling, Freddie? I know you had an operation today. And actually, let me read this out real quick so it doesn't interrupt you.
I was waiting for the pumpkin's grinning face with big eyes.
Okay.
Thank you, Chagar. Thank you for the $10 worth of jack-o'-lanterns in the tip jar. Thank you, my friend. All right, I'm sorry, Freddie. I wanted you to be able to, for everyone to be able to hear you. So, how are you feeling tonight?
Well, it didn't take as long as I initially thought it was gonna take. The anesthesia wasn't general anesthesia, so it actually didn't take me that long to wake up from it. It was only about a half-hour recovery period. But they actually took a bunch of growths out from my innards, so I got places in my throat where, like, the numbing effects of the medicine are starting to wear off, and I got burns on the inside of my throat, and it hurts. But I'm happy I'm able to call. Seriously, I was going to be just a little bit upset if I didn't get to talk to everybody today.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think that would be a cool way. You know, you're kind of feeling rough. You're trying to recover from that. And you're getting to hang out, and you actually got the opportunity to call in front of everybody. So I think that's awesome.
Yeah, I appreciate the chat being like, no, let Freddie call, let Freddie call.
Everyone was going, Freddie, Freddie.
Cool.
They were chanting. I saw it. So let's talk a little bit, if you want to talk about any of these specific questions I have, or you could bring up your own. But favorite signature hero or villain and why, or favorite holiday, or will you play any of the successors, or all the above?
So, you still there?
Yep. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't know if my phone had cut out or not. You got really quiet.
Oh, gotcha.
Okay. So I think I'm gonna answer the holiday question first. My first, literally the first ever COH holiday that I got to experience was Halloween, and I've loved it ever since then. And here's why: I was wee peewee tot, maybe 7 years old, super young. And, you know, it had been a couple of months since I played City of Heroes, because I played it off and on before I steadily played it when I was 9 years old before the shutdown.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, I got on, I was like, yeah, this seems cool, I'm going to play this. So, you know, I got on, and I logged off in the AE building in Atlas Park. So, you know, I took my war shade and flew down, and I was like, why is it so dark and foggy? And I stepped down, and both Jack and Irons and a yokai freaking stomped me as soon as I touched the ground.
Fair enough.
And it scared me so bad I fell out of my chair. I distinctly remember it. It was the biggest scare I've ever had, but it was also so cool in my head. I was like, what? What's going on?
That's definitely a way to say, hey, welcome to the Halloween event. You're dead.
Yeah. I didn't even last like 3 minutes. It was great. I'm still half expecting Yokai and Jack and Irons to start storming Atlas Park. Like, it happened eventually. But then again, it was also closer to the actual date of Halloween. I had actually jumped on my birthday.
Okay.
And, yeah. I'm also really excited for my birthday too. Like, being able to celebrate that with you guys is going to be awesome. Because
Yeah,
I've never really had a huge group of friends to celebrate my birthday with before.
See, and that's what I'm saying. That's why I love this community so much, because I've told you guys I didn't have a lot of friends growing up when I was playing this game. So, other people were like, oh, let's go home and play together and group up. I didn't have that. So now with all of these people, guess what? We could literally have you a virtual birthday party in the supergroup base.
Oh, that would be awesome.
That's what I'm saying. It's so cool to be able to have all these people that you and I can call friends and family and hang out with. I love it.
Yeah, I really do love and appreciate every single one of you guys, seriously. Like, I can't stress that enough. You guys are pretty much why I wake up in the morning, besides my cat who likes to hide.
What was your cat's name again?
Schrodinger. And he's been home for almost a week now.
Okay.
Officially. He's sat on my computer a few times during streams. It's been somewhat frustrating because I'm trying to play and he's like, plop, love me, mother.
Yeah, they do that.
Yeah.
Okay,
But
so
yeah,
favorite holiday is Halloween. What about do you feel like answering any of the other questions? You don't have to.
Well, I have a story that goes along with the signature character question.
Okay.
So I'd like to answer that.
All right, let's hear it.
Everybody should know by now that my favorite signature character is Statesman.
I knew it. I was waiting.
But obviously nobody knows why.
Nope.
Now, back when I was really, really young, I ended up having to go through a lot. My childhood was not a normal childhood per se. I had a lot of hospital visits. I've been through many a surgery. I've dealt with lots of trauma in my childhood. And the reason why I like Statesman so much is because I look up to Statesman as kind of like a pseudo dad, I guess. He's someone that in my head, like, if Statesman was real, he could protect me. And he could guide me in this crazy world and, help me feel stronger than I really am. And, he's also a leader too. And I look up to his abilities. I look up to his strength and prowess. And that's kind of sort of what I wanted to mimic with Sadrina. I wanted Sadrina to be a strong and powerful mentor of sorts. Someone who's willing to share their experiences with others who need help, just like Statesman would. And, to make Sadrina somebody who would jump at the chance to help people, just like Statesman would. I've never seen the comics. I don't know how Marcus actually is, but in my mind, Statesman is what I would call a real hero. And he is my idol for that. And I guess he's what I picture as being strong. And, a lot of days I don't feel strong. So.
And that's why I try to tell people that it is a video game, but the impact that it has on so many people's lives. That's why it was so important for me to try to keep it alive when I was uploading videos over the last 3 and 4 years talking about it, even though I couldn't play it, because I knew, including myself, that it was more than just a game to so many people.
Yeah.
And I have to admit, your story is a lot cooler than what my answer would be. My answer would be Positron because I think he looks cool. So you've got a much
thinking he looks cool too.
Yeah, but your story has much more meaning and depth to it than mine does.
Yeah, well, I will say another thing too. Like, I finally got the art book that you sent me, and I will say the fact that you signed it means the whole world to me. You have no idea, like, legitimately. And like, I haven't showed my dad the art book yet, but I bet he will be super jealous. And like, I love the concept art for Statesman because it shows the different processes they went to get him the way he is
Yep.
in game. And I also will say the fact that Statesman's technically dead crushed me so hard back in Live, and it still does. Like, literally, they threw out the Who Will Die story arc right at the end of Live City of Heroes.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I made my Statesman tribute tune back then. And back then, they had the same rules of, oh, you can't make signature characters,
Right.
but they never enforced it. I was able to keep my Statesman clone and get him to 50 before the shutdown. He was my only other level 50 tune. So, I mean, I don't know how much they'll crack down on it, but I'm hoping my Statesman tribute tune won't get hurt. And, you know, honestly, I hope Swordy's, Synapse, and Carol's Positron don't get hit either.
I know, because they're so good.
Yeah. And, you know, if, honestly, I have a bit of a hunch. I think those tunes will actually be okay because the names aren't just Statesman, Positron, and Synapse.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Different. And if you look at the costumes, they don't look identical to the actual core characters.
Exactly.
They're similar, but they're not identical. So, honestly, I don't necessarily see why they would target them specifically.
Yeah, and that's
but
why
at the same time, like, I don't know, and that still worries me.
Yeah, that's why I try to tell people. I know people were so worried when they. If you guys aren't aware, most people probably are, but they're going to crack down on costumes with people who make ones that look like Spider-Man and the Hulk, stuff like that. Basically, like when the game was live. But what I told everyone is, I wouldn't worry about it right now because you might, like you said, you might not even be affected. So it could be putting extra worry and stuff on you when it doesn't even have to be there. So you might end up being just fine. Nobody ever says anything about it. So I really wouldn't worry too much about it.
Yeah, I mean, like, I know I was one of the few people that absolutely lost it when I heard the news. But after thinking about it, I was like, you know, all they really said was Marvel characters.
Yeah.
And all of my tunes are not Marvel tunes. Like, I have Godzilla, I have Rick, I have Glitch Trap from Five Nights at Freddy's. You know, I have video game characters that aren't as big as Marvel. Like, and at the same time, like a lot of the other bigger tunes, like Carol's tunes, for instance, the names are still different. And the costumes look similar but aren't the same. So, you know, it's kind of a gray area, too.
Yeah, because it looks
I mean,
like...
obviously I don't know, but it's a theory.
Yeah, Electro in chat is saying that they already got him for a few of his characters. So, obviously, you haven't been affected by it yet. So, I wouldn't worry. I wouldn't worry about it for now.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I mean...
I got to ask you one more question. I'm going to try to get as many people in here as possible.
Okay.
I also sent you the pack of cards. Did you open them? I'm just curious if you opened them or not, or if you kept them, how they were.
I opened them very, very, very carefully. I made sure to keep the packaging intact as much as possible.
Did you get anything good?
I didn't get any signature characters, but I got a few cool attacks.
Okay. I've heard that there are holographic cards in some of them, and I don't know if those really exist.
I did get one holographic card.
Wait, you did?
Yep, I did.
Oh, man. I opened like 8 packs, and I have not gotten a holographic card out of any of them.
Yeah. Yeah, I did get a holographic card. And it's okay, because I got the one signature character that really matters the most to me. I still have my Statesman playing card.
There you go.
So.
Man. Okay, I'm going to have to open some more of them. I think I've got about 10 left. So I'm going to give away probably at least 5 of them, and then I might open the other 5. See if I get something
Yeah,
good.
there's no harm in continuing to try. what I would like to see if you happen to get is Recluse. Because
Ooh.
Recluse has got to be in there somewhere.
Yep. All right, Freddie, I appreciate you calling in tonight and sharing with us your story and with your favorite hero, Statesman. And I hope you get
thank you for
to
having
feeling
me
better
on.
very soon.
Yeah, I should be feeling better.
Are you still there? Oh, we lost Freddie. But yeah, Freddie, I was just saying, I hope that you feel better soon, and I'm happy that you were able to call in tonight. And Chagar, I know I did thank you right before, but thank you for that $10. I didn't want it to seem like it wasn't a big deal or something because I had somebody on the line. So thank you, Chagar, and again, thank you, Jeffrey. If anyone types anything or if anyone donates, I will address it. Don't worry. I usually don't interrupt the caller too much, but I will address it and personally thank you. Don't worry. And thank you guys for the well wishes for Freddie. Oh, I just missed your call. Whoever called from the 501. So we're taking phone calls tonight talking about, will you play any of the City of Heroes successors? Who is your favorite signature hero or villain and why? And what is your favorite City of Heroes holiday and why? So we've had some really good phone calls so far. It's really nice to get to talk to some of you guys that I've never spoken with on the phone. All right. I know who we have on the line. I had it I had it muted for a second. I should have let you guys hear it. It asked me.
Oh yeah, I could ask you for the.
It tells me here's who's on the line, and I hear, "Hey Buzz."
It asked me to give the name, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna yell at them.
Fair enough. All right, Mr. A Buzz. Hopefully you get some subscribers from your channel. I'll link it again at the end of the stream because
I've already gotten like at least 2. I know that.
Okay. We'll send some more people over. That's awesome that we were just randomly I didn't plan that, by the way. If I would have known it was there, I would have planned it, but I didn't know that it was there. So it just kind of happened. So that's pretty cool. But
yeah, I made a guess that it was probably going to be there. I think I commented early on. I can't remember.
Oh, I didn't see it. So you were waiting.
But you were sorting by memes, so I was like, that's not going to be there. Never mind. But then it was.
So let's talk for a second, A Buzz. And see which one of these questions you might like to answer tonight. So I can go over them with you again if you need me to. Otherwise, the floor is yours, and we can talk about any of these topics you'd like.
I'll do the question. I'll plan to do them all, but I'll do the ones that I remember.
Okay.
For the holiday one, it's a difficult one, but I'd probably just say Christmas because I had the most fond memories of that. Because it's really fun to go around and open presents and fight those snowmen and stuff. I don't remember much of the Christmas missions. I just remember the chaos and Christmassy part of it.
That's where I'm at, and I'm gonna look to the chat again and just ask: does anyone remember, or can anyone tell me how or what spawns the Winter Lords? Because I don't remember. I just remember exactly kind of what A-Buzz said. I remember it being chaotic. I remember tons of people gathering around and fighting them. But what actually makes them appear? Are they random spawns? Is it triggered by something that players do? I just want to see what people say in the chat kind of as we continue to talk.
Yeah.
So favorite
I don't
holiday
remember
event is
anything about it.
Favorite holiday event is Christmas.
Yeah, I'd say Halloween is very close, but Christmas just kind of barely beats it.
I got you.
I do want to plan to, since my friends that I played with my videos have never played like a Halloween or Christmas update.
Ooh.
I think it'll be really funny to bring them around Paragon with, we're like, all right, click on that door right there. And I can just imagine them clicking on the door and getting like, what's
Set
this?
them up. Yep.
And then they'll get some stupid costume or like a werewolf will jump them. It'll be hilarious.
That would be great. That's a good
I
idea.
am excited
just
for that.
Don't let them watch this video. Don't let them hear the part that we just talked about, though.
Yeah, I don't think they will. We'll be good. And if they do, then I'm sure there's other things they won't expect that I have not mentioned. Okay, what was there were two other questions.
Favorite
I can't remember.
signature hero or villain and why? Even if your reason is as silly as mine, I think Positron, his armor looks cool. That's why he's my favorite.
Yeah, Positron looks really cool, but for me, I'd say my favorite is probably Manticore, because
Okay.
I like the idea of him just being just like a simple archer, but he has like an interesting costume. Plus, I have like 4 or 5 of the comics of City of Heroes. I never really got them back then, but I remember I was at a random comic book store and I found them, and I was like, Dad, we're getting these right now. He's like, oh my God, look, comics. And so I got them, and I got to find a little bit more out about Manticore. It was really interesting because like it delved into topics I didn't expect it to go into. Like it kind of mentioned how Manticore and somebody else, some other hero, were going to a neighborhood because they're investigating something, and then they went to this door, and it kind of referenced I don't know how to describe it, like a child that's in a bad position with their parents, to put it vaguely. And he's commented on how it's not possible to help everybody. And that was kind of interesting because I expected it to be like all flashy, save the day all the time.
Huh.
But it was a little more complex with that, which I appreciated.
Now,
and it was a very interesting
also,
read.
you probably don't hate the idea of being married to Sister Psyche, right?
Sister Psyche, isn't that the Defender chick?
Yeah, the one in the green.
Yeah,
the
I remember her.
Okay. Yeah. Listen,
she was pretty cool. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I would recognize all the heroes, but I don't know if I would know all their names per se.
Yeah, I did. I was 3 hours into a stream pronouncing her name incorrectly, and then finally everyone let me know. So everyone let me say it for about 3 hours the wrong way.
Nice.
Okay, so Manticore is your favorite signature hero. What about any of the City of Heroes successors? Do you plan on trying any of them when they come out?
I'll probably try any and all of them just to give them a chance. I haven't really been following any of them closely. Maybe I've looked at a thing of Ship of Heroes now and then, but I know nothing about what City of Titans is doing. There was another one, I think Valiant's Online.
Yeah.
I only saw that like a long time ago.
It's
I don't know what they're doing.
It's kind of at a standstill as far as I know. I don't really think there's any developments with that.
Yeah, whatever comes out, I mean, I'll give them a try. If I enjoy them, maybe they'll be a little, or if they won't all come out at the same time, but if they did, maybe I'd do like a video highlighting just random superhero MMOs and include all 3 of them, or something like that.
Yeah, I know we talked about it earlier, but I don't understand why people see it as cheating on City of Heroes if you play another superhero game. I think that sounds silly. It doesn't change my love for City of Heroes just because I try another superhero game. I think that just sounds silly. I actually can't understand it, but you know.
Yeah, I mean it's easy to think. I remember I never gave this bias towards anybody else, but I remember telling myself if City of Heroes ever came back, that would be like the only game I would ever play.
I think
and now
we all
that's
did
here,
that.
I realize that's not the case.
Yeah.
But I still play other games, like whatever else I'm wanting to do.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. Those exact words have come out of my mouth in the past. I said if I could just have City of Heroes back. But, again, we're gamers, so we like to change it up. For me, it's avoiding any potential burnout. Because, like I said, I've seen it firsthand. I know people that were playing every single minute of every day possible, and they're not logging in at all anymore. So that's really kind of sad to see.
Yeah, that's how I personally don't really enjoy, or sometimes I can, but most of the time I don't enjoy grinding a character to 50, because most of the time that involves me joining either random groups and just running either the same mission or just a line of missions I really don't care about over and over. And it's just more fun to be in the level 1 through level 20 or level 30 range, just playing with friends, because it's a lot more, I don't know, exciting, I guess. And I don't have to like worry about delving into enhancements very much. You can pretty much survive whatever mission is thrown at you, depending on how difficult you want to make it. Like with our masterminds, none of us are really spec'd.
Mm-hmm.
And like we saw that massive beast, and we just like this should be fun, and then we just went for it.
Yeah.
And of course, it didn't work, but it was really funny.
Now, I had seen that video before, because I think that's the one that is that the one that you throw me in at the end? And I'm like, "Hey, Buzz
The
is
villains
awesome,"
one?
and it's at the end of one of your videos. I can't remember which.
Yeah,
one.
I'm pretty sure it was the villain one. Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. No, Odie, don't mess with Elvira. She gets really mad if you touch her tail. But hey, Buzz, it's always a pleasure having you call into the show. This is AA meeting number 4, and if I'm not mistaken, you've called into quite possibly all of them, at least 3 of the 4 that I'm aware of.
Yeah, when I saw this on the schedule, I was like, I can't remember when the last one was.
Yeah,
or how many of them I've been
It's
in.
been quite some time. It's been a couple months.
Yeah, I figured like, I must have missed one because it's been so long, but no, I haven't, I guess.
Nope. So I'm thinking I'll bring them back and maybe at least do every couple of weeks, something like that. Let me know in the chat if you guys enjoy these AA meetings, if you like this. It's a lot of, this is the first time for a lot of people coming to an Altoholics Anonymous meeting. And I think, what do you think, Buzz? Give me honest opinion. Do you enjoy the AA meetings?
Yeah, I think they're pretty interesting. It's fun to hear people's opinions on whatever. And like that little segment at the beginning, like all the really old City of Heroes videos.
Yeah,
like
that was fun.
What was that? The Justice Avengers?
Something like that.
That was really funny.
Oh my gosh, that first one.
That was cool.
Man, that one was funny.
That's like the retro style of it. And when you mentioned either in the comments or somewhere that it was a podcast, I was like, that kind of makes sense.
Yeah,
I never thought of it as a podcast before.
Yeah, think of a name, some type of name for it. So
yeah, I mean, I personally, because when I think podcast, I think just something uploaded already to watch.
Right,
but I know that's
gotcha.
not the case because people like H3 Productions, he does like live podcasts, and he gets viewers to call in and talk about things.
Oh, interesting.
I don't know many podcasts that do that, but I know it's a thing.
Yeah. But hey, Buzz, as I said, always a pleasure, and I'll be keeping an eye out for your next video, all right?
All right.
And
yeah, I'm pretty sure it'll be Minecraft. That's what I've been working on this whole time. I was actually editing it while you guys were talking because I was like, all right, it's going to be my turn. I'd rather get this done as quickly as possible.
And I
finally got the clips together, which is nice.
I'm actually going to link your channel one more time. For everybody who's in the chat, Abuzz is a big part of the community. And he's at 926 subscribers. So I'm going to link his channel. Even if half the people here sub to him, that's like 20 or 30 people. He could get to 1,000 this month. I think you could hit 1,000 subscribers in the month of October. I think that's totally an
I
achievable
think
goal
if
for
I
you.
get this video out, I will for sure. But without it, I probably won't. Because I'm pretty good about getting my videos out there. But whenever they're already out there, I don't want to like reach and
That's
post anything
understandable.
I've already posted. Because there's only so much you can do to promote it until it either becomes dead or just you run out of places to put it, basically.
Oh, Odie said he just dropped a sub, so show him some love, a fellow PGP City of Heroes
OD.
family member. I appreciate you guys showing him some love. So I'm gonna
Be
get
sure
on
to
to
check
the.
out
Go ahead.
The podcast I have as well.
Okay. Check it out,
I
guys.
always put at the end of videos, so.
All right, sounds good. All right, I appreciate you calling in, Buzz, and you have a good rest of your night.
For sure. You too.
All right, thanks. All right, and Odie Odie, you wanted to sit up there with where is she? You wanted to sit up there with Elvira, didn't you? Thank you for the $11 donation, Odie. That is beyond generous. You totally did not have to do that, Odie. You did not have to do that. Putting some jack-o'-lanterns in the tip jar. Mr. Odie Dillon, which, by the way, it was a pleasure grouping with you this morning, Odie. $11 up at the top. Thank you, Odie. All right, so phone line is back opened. Kermody, how you doing tonight? How is the brother-in-law? If that is something that is a touchy subject or uncomfortable, feel free to not answer in the chat. But I just wanted to let you know I was thinking about the situation, and I just wanted to ask. I had some great acting news today. was my way to share and care. Odie, what were we talking about, Odie? It takes one. Literally, you could be acting your whole life and get nothing. It only takes one, Odie. One. Hello, hello. Looks like we've got Zero from the chat on the line. How you doing tonight, man?
What's up, PG and PG fam?
I am having an absolute blast right now, taking phone calls from you guys, talking City of Heroes. So, which one of these topics would you like to discuss tonight? You can choose one, you can choose all of them, or we could just talk about something City of Heroes totally random.
I can answer two of them. The game, I'm going to play any other successors. I'm going to be the first person to say I'm not.
Okay.
Because I played this game. This is my first MMO ever and anything.
Wait, City of Heroes is your first one?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
My first MMO.
Okay. That's awesome.
So it helped me through a lot of rough times in my life. So I'm like, I can't give it up.
Now, so this isn't your first time playing it with Homecoming. You played it back when it was originally out, correct?
Yeah.
City of Heroes. Yeah. Okay. I just wanted to make sure. No, I just wanted to make sure I had it correct.
Yeah, I was like 6 when this game came out.
Okay, gotcha.
Favorite signature villain.
Ooh, okay.
Favorite signature character in total is Captain Mako.
Ooh.
Partially because the look is it looks so cool. It's so unique from anything else in the game. And there was a badge that made me like him even more. It's actually in Bricktown on top of the Zig. It's called the Flying Shark.
The Flying Shark.
It describes him breaking out of the Zig and jumping from longbow flyer to longbow flyer to longbow flyer and knocking each one out. And then commandeering one and flying over to the sea and jumping out.
Wow. I was not aware of that.
Yeah. And I just liked his design. His design looks fucking boss. Sorry for the language.
You're fine. I'm going to show him on the screen. Everyone here should be aware of him, but there are some new people here. Some people that have not played the game. Let me see if I can pull up some pictures.
You'd also know me as Backy doing the game too.
Let's see. Come on, there's got to be some good pictures.
Oh, there is. Who? There should be one.
I'm pulling up. If you can look at the stream, Captain Mako Week. They've made it like Shark Week, and they made like, oh my gosh, what is this? I've never seen that.
Yeah.
There are some cool pictures of him on here. A couple different variations.
He's entirely unique, and reading his description, he's basically an elite assassin for Recluse. And he acts like Sabretooth. He acts like Sabretooth. Probably my favorite part from him was during the introduction of City of Villains. Manticore shoots him in the chest, and Mako just looks at him and goes, "Is that all you got?"
Wow. Okay.
He's cocky.
I say I actually don't know a whole lot about him, so a lot of this information that you're giving me is stuff that I've never heard. So that's awesome.
And Mako's my favorite, but because I'm a Flash fan, I gotta say Synapse is my favorite hero.
That's fair.
Just because of the super speed, I have a super speed character on my main account.
Mm-hmm.
It's just what I do. But let me ask you something.
Okay.
Do you remember way back doing the cape missions and doing your aura missions?
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot because I had a lot of people in other games because I played Champions Online before when CoH went down because the closest thing I could find.
Right. Yeah. I think many of us were there. Yep.
Yeah. As soon as Champions Online came back, City of Heroes came back, I uninstalled Champions.
Yep.
I uninstalled and left the game and emailed all my friends, and all my friends are actually in the game now. Literally everyone I've met in Champions is now in here.
Heck yeah, that's awesome. So,
but yeah.
So was that all of your question, or were you elaborating further on it? I wasn't sure.
I had more, but I lost my train of thought because I'm talking to you and doing everything words on it. Right
Gotcha.
At the same time.
Because yes, I do remember having to do the stuff for the capes and various costume pieces and things like that. This probably wasn't your question, but to elaborate on that a little bit, I wish that you still had to do that. I've had this conversation several times. That's my personal opinion. You like that it's unlocked?
Yeah. Also, I've read something in the looking for group chat. People talking about how bad incarnates are. I've never used incarnates. When I came back to the game, I had everything that because Cryptic actually sent my dad an email saying to come back to the game. We came back, and we basically came back with what we left. I had all the archetypes. I had everything. Only thing I will say about the Homecoming is it actually gave me the chance to play a Crab Spider, which is what I've been wanting to do for a long time.
Mm-hmm. And I see both sides of it. It's awesome to be able to, because a lot of people said, PG, I already grinded out all of that stuff back in the day. I just want it unlocked in there because I want to play and have all the options available.
To be fair, I am like that. I actually have a tune specifically for that.
Gotcha. And yeah, there's nothing wrong with that at all. For me, the reason why I wanted to have to unlock them again is because when I played, I was so young that I don't remember that experience of grinding to unlock it. So that's my reasoning why.
Could I share a little something?
Sure.
When I came home from school, this is like in 5th grade, I think. I remember this game so fondly because I go up to the attic of our house, and my dad would already be on the game because he gets home before me.
Uh-oh, you didn't have to share a computer, did you?
Oh, we did.
Uh-oh.
We did. Well, my mom had a laptop, my dad and I had the desktop. I remember the way he would, because I would go up there and ask him, can I get on? He goes, okay, let me finish this mission. He'd finish the mission. The way he would do this, because he had speakers hooked up to the desktop, he would go to the login, the original login, the one we hear now.
Uh-huh.
And he would crank that up. I could hear it from the 3rd floor in the basement. I would race as fast as I could up those stairs. I actually tripped once. I just have so many memories with this game that I just can't give it up.
So that's something that's just always kind of stood out in your mind as a memory from the game, right?
Yeah. Tanker Tuesday is another one. I never got to join in one. And I'm the guy that makes tankers.
See, I do like a tanker thing, but not everyone plays tanker. It's just me. Eventually, I would like to get into that, but I want to be more familiar with the tanker archetype because I never really played it when the game was live. So it's still fairly new to me. My Titan weapon bio armor tanker, or flip that, bio armor Titan weapon, however I did it with the tanker, it's still fairly new to me.
Yeah, the way I play tanks is a little hardcore. I don't like seeing my health move. If my health moves, I made a bad tank. So, and I like PG, like I have 850s, and like majority of them are tanks.
I was fixing to ask you how many you have. That was my next question.
I have 8 in total.
that are level 50?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have one blaster, one scrapper, and then I have one brute, no, two brutes, two tanks, and a controller. I think that's all of them. I could be wrong.
I only have 2 50s. No, I have 3. I have 3 50s: a brute, a controller, and a blaster.
I have my fire elect blaster. I got him to 50. I got to the point with because I have a rad brute who's 50, who I use on another account. He's how I get my 50s now. Because I've just played the content. I mean, you get it. I've played through the content. I kind of get how everything works. I was like, okay, I just want to get to the powers and play the end content type stuff, you know? My dad's the same way. He can't play very long, but when he does, he's like, I've done everything before. I'm like, if you play a character and get him to 50, you'll be able to do a lot of stuff that you wouldn't be able to do before. I keep trying to get him back into it.
Oh, so like he won't play it? He won't pick it back up?
No, like he will, but his computer's not really meant for this.
Oh, gotcha. But if he could play, he probably would at least give it another go.
Well, he would, but then after a while, his wrist would hurt and all those cramps and.
Yeah. I feel him. I'm turning 30 in 2 weeks.
I have to say something to you though. Thank you very much for the video, for the setup. I said it once and I'll say it again. I was in the break room at my work when I was looking at City of Heroes Nostalgia and it says positive gamer. Positive gamer. City of Heroes is back. I went, what?
Yep.
I was like, okay, this is probably like Paragon chat or something.
Yeah, a lot of people thought that was clickbait.
I'll be honest, I did too. And I watched it, and then I saw you actually in the game. I went, I could not wait for my shift to be over.
I would have been, I'm sick. I'm sorry, guys. I got to go. I just threw up in the bathroom. I'm going home.
Well, what sucks is that the work I had to it, I didn't get out till like 2 a.m.
Oh, gotcha.
I told my dad about it. He's like, yeah, okay, I'll believe when I see it. And I'm like, trust me. I said, look up this guy, Positive Gamer. I'll send you the link. I actually got friends who've never played this game to join, which I find amazing because that's how this game, you know.
And that's what I keep telling people. So many people, and it's awesome. So many people are focusing on everyone getting back to the game. I talk to people every day that are playing it for the very first time. They've never played it. Maybe their first MMO ever. Maybe they played MMOs but never got the chance to play this one before it shut down. So there are a lot of new faces playing this game, which is awesome.
I had a couple of my friends can you? They're like, we don't really know what we're doing. I'm like, trust me, I've been there before. Like you have, I'm like, yeah, I played this game when it first came out. I'm trying to get him into it. I have one friend who would spend. Remember Champions Online's costume creator?
Yeah, I mean it's pretty in depth.
She spent 2 hours making her character. I went, oh god. She's like, a City of Heroes worse. I'm like, I said, people literally make characters and just make costumes. That's all they do. They don't level up. They just make costumes.
I know several people.
I'm like, so you're not the only one. I haven't been able to get them to get online, but I did get them to download the game. She got her boyfriend to download the game. I got a lot of my friends to try this game, and I just find that amazing because this is how this game became so popular. No advertisements. There was no ads. No one saying play this game. They had like one trailer. It was word of mouth, which I don't think any other MMO has been able to say that yet.
Yeah, no MMO, at least so far, in my MMORPG journey, has been able to replicate the feelings that this game gives me. I don't know how to explain it other than to just say that, because some people are going to be like, feelings, that sounds silly. No, I'm serious. It's crazy.
When you don't feel anything for a game, because my dad was just like, he when the game died, he's like, it's just a game, it'll happen. I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, no, because what sucks is that I was grounded during the shutdown, so I wasn't able to be a part of the shutdown.
Yeah, that's tough.
But
look at where we are now, 2019.
I'm in a Ricky Warzone mission right now on using one of my favorite powers in the game.
There you go. That's why I tell everybody, enjoy this. Take in the moment, because if I would have told you 8 months ago that we would get to play the game again this year, you probably would have told me no way.
I would have looked at you like you're crazy. I'm dead serious.
And look at where we are. I have a podcast going right now with you guys calling in, talking about City of Heroes because we can play it.
It's I cried when I first got back into the game, because I was on back needle, my first tune in Atlas Park, in front of Miss Liberty, the original starting point at level 1 with my powers, and it just blew my mind.
Yep. Okay, I honestly
actually found
people joke about it, but I actually pinched myself for real, one good time, because I was like, let me just make sure I never do this. And I was like, but okay, it's real. I'm really here.
I had to smack myself and like, okay, all right, okay, I can feel the pain. I look back down. No, it's real.
Yep. All right, Zero. I'm gonna get in a couple more calls before we wrap it up tonight.
All right, I'm sorry for taking so long.
Oh no, you're perfectly fine, man. You are a-okay. And it's good to hear from you. Again, I love being able to put a voice with a name and stuff in the YouTube chat. So I appreciate you calling in tonight. Yeah, go ahead.
This community, I have never seen anything like it in any other game I've played. There is nothing like it that I have found, and I don't think there ever will be.
I can second that, 100%.
All right, PG. Appreciate the time.
Absolutely. Thank you for calling in, and enjoy that. What was it you were in right now?
I'm in the mothership raid.
Oh my gosh! And you're calling in, and good luck. Be safe. All right.
I'm multitasking.
Have fun, man.
All right. Take care.
Have a good night. All right. Bye bye. So that was Zero in the chat. So now you guys can put a voice with a name here, and I want you guys to know that when I do these streams, I'm not neglecting you guys in the chat. I am reading what you're putting. Sometimes I just don't respond as much while the caller is on the line, but I am definitely reading. Odie saying that it looks like I aged a lot from last year. No, from 2 years ago, 2017. Odie, I have aged a lot. TikTok says, but PG sounds younger now. He sounds happier and more alert. A lot of that, I'm going to be honest with you, TikTok, is because... Who is this? This is such an odd number. Hold on. Wait, it did not accept the call. Whoever that was that just called in, call in again. For some reason, it hung up on you. I think your accent changed. Here's what I'm going to tell you, Chagar. Back in 2017, when I've been doing YouTube about 3 years now. So that would have been the first year, kind of partially towards the end of it. Coming from East Tennessee, I thought to be popular on the internet that I would have to try to hide my accent and not be myself. Sounds pretty stupid now, right? But at the time, I thought that I had to be a certain someone to be big on the internet or to be famous or to have a successful YouTube channel. And what I've learned is I'm much happier and I attract like-minded people if I'm just myself. You know? So I don't hide the Southern accent. I don't hide my goofiness. You know, I'm just a big kid living in East Tennessee playing video games. So that's kind of my thing. I let loose now, and I'm just myself. What you see is what you get IRL. So if you guys ever meet me in real life, hopefully that happens one day. I can meet some of you. I'm going to act the exact same, except instead of virtual hugs, it'd be a real one. So just go ahead and prepare yourself, okay? City of Heroes comes back, and so does Classic WoW. Coincidence? I think not. Zero, I said many times 2019, the year of the gamer. The year of the gamer. Right? Odie, I'm excited. Hogswatch. Call back in, Hogswatch. That had to be your number. How many digits is your phone number, Hogswatch? Let me count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Your number comes up as 12 numbers. 12 numbers on my screen. Of a southern accent. Okay, the Bard, well, right there with you. Thank you, Chris. Nothing but love. Thank you, man. What's next year? Year of the Devs? I'm thinking a continuation of Year of the Gamer. TikTok, do you want me to call you on Discord? I can do that. Hello. Looks like we have Hogswatch on the line.
Hello, PG. How are you?
I am excellent. Having a good time hanging out with the PGP, my gaming friends and family. I have to ask, though, and you know what's coming. What time is it for you right now?
3 o'clock.
AM or PM?
AM.
AM. Okay, a trooper. Hanging in there. I love it, Hogswatch. I appreciate the support and you hanging out for these streams. Let's talk for a second. Which one of these topics would you like to talk about? One of them, two of them, three of them. I can repeat them if you need me to, or whatever you'd like to talk about City of Heroes.
I know none of them. Like, I've never gone through any of the holidays. I don't know any of the signature characters' names. And overall, I just don't know really much anything about successes. But
okay.
I did want to bring up the question of what do you think of extra power sets being added to the game?
Okay. I'm torn on it. Okay. If there are going to be extra power sets in the game, now the Force of Will power pool is not really huge, right? Because I mean, it's just a couple of little small things, but an actual full-on new power set, I am not a fan of it unless it has been very thoroughly tested and it fits well in the game, if that makes sense. I don't want it to get too silly or too over the top. Man, I would really just have to see it in action and just hope that they thoroughly tested it and it makes sense.
I mean, that was probably what everybody would want them to do, just to test it out and see how good it is and how it melds into the game and makes A, improves the game, or B, makes the game feel better.
Right.
Also, I think it would add more content to the game, which would improve its overall attractiveness for new people. And also, I think it was the other stream you're talking about how there's less content in it. Or was it this one? And you didn't feel like there was anything to work towards. I feel it would give you more content to work with, and
I got you.
Basically, I'm lost for words. I'm too tired.
No, it's 3 a.m. for you. I completely understand. For me, as crazy as this is going to sound, I would be less afraid and more willing and ready. This is going to sound backwards, for them to put in more missions and story content. I know that sounds backwards. I know it does. I don't know. I just, like I said, the power sets just kind of scare me a little bit. Now, I am excited about the idea of it, and I'm sure that they're going to take that route and implement some stuff at some point, because we talked about this at some other point in another stream, where I do feel like power sets and story arcs and content overall is going to have to be added to the game if they want it to bring in more people potentially, right? Because, I mean, as much as we all love City of Heroes, it's going to go for a lot of people like this. It's new, it's back. I'm playing 7 days a week. To, okay, I've played a lot. I'm going to cut that down to 6 days a week. Then it gets cut down to 5 days a week. Then it gets cut down to 4. Then it gets cut down to every other day. Then maybe once a week I'll pop in, run a quick mission or holiday event or something like that. Because you're going to go through, re-experience everything, and then playtime just naturally begins to slow down. So when you bring in the new stuff, just look, for instance, take the Halloween event as an example. Look at the spike in population once the Halloween event went live. That's not brand new content, but it's the first time that content has been live and you've been able to experience it on the Homecoming servers. Population flew up all of a sudden. Paragon City is bustling once again, and there are heroes logging in left and right. I feel like you would get that same response when you add new power sets or new content.
Yeah. It's really my point, and you've explained it a lot more better than I have. But I can answer the one about the successes. I think I'm going to play them, and also I think they could be good for bringing in people to City of Heroes to check out what the game was like or is like before the successor happened.
That's a very good point. I didn't think of it that way, because a lot of people are labeling these games as City of Heroes successors when there are people out there that don't know what City of Heroes is or have never played it. So they might actually kind of scratch their head a little bit and say, well, if I enjoyed this game and this seems cool, what was City of Heroes like, the game that this is the successor of? So that's a very good point. I didn't think about that.
I'm full of good ideas. Anyway, with like Ship of Heroes and like all the other ones, I think they would be pretty good because they're trying to emulate what City of Heroes was. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, the emulation could go a bit too far and be like a flat-out copy, which would basically kill the game because you could just play the original like straight out.
Right. Yeah, and hopefully they avoid that with the successors, because like you said, why would you play something that's kind of a mirror image, maybe with updated graphics, when you could go back to the original one that you loved so much? So another good point. That's very true.
And then also there's going to be that balancing of bringing in new content that's brand new to the successors, and then also not going too overboard, because people would then get unhappy, because I think some people are going to say, oh, I wanted this just to be a clone, and it was going to be a clone. Mm-hmm. And now there's too much content for me.
I almost feel like when I've had discussions with the Ship of Heroes team, now I'm not going to speak for them because I don't know their full opinion on this. It goes both ways. I feel like City of Heroes returning, and you guys can let me know in the chat what you think. Oh, and we just lost him. We just lost him. I'll elaborate on that a little bit further. Hogswatch, thank you for calling in. I don't know what happened. It dropped your call for some reason. I'm not sure if you were on a cell phone or what. City of Heroes coming back for these successors is not necessarily a bad thing. A lot of people, and listen, it's funny. I'm going to show you guys something. This is a video that I started working on today. Why you should still be excited for Ship of Heroes. For the successors, it's almost like a weight potentially has been lifted off of their shoulders with City of Heroes coming back, because now people aren't looking at them and saying, you must replace City of Heroes. Think about it. Let me know in the comment section what you think. Now you can go back and play City of Heroes, but then you could also play this new superhero MMO that's its own thing, that's different, but is still superheroes. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, when everyone wanted City of Heroes to return and they were dying to play it, people would have looked at those games, at City of Titans if it ever comes out, at Ship of Heroes, and they're going to say, why aren't you City of Heroes? Why don't you have this? Why don't you have this? City of Heroes had that. Now you can go back and you can play City of Heroes. So it doesn't have to be a direct comparison in that respect, right? And all of that came to my mind because of Hogswatch. So Hogswatch, thank you. Oh, and I just missed that call. Someone had asked what people think about the Force of Will. Phelios, who here's tried out Force of Will? I actually have it on a character, and I was going to showcase all of the powers right here on stream. Actually, let me do that, and then I can open the phone line back up. Let me do that real quick because I wanted to show this just for you guys who are wanting to know what it looks like. Now, let me get it pulled up for you. So hang tight for me for just a second. I'm actually going to launch it and just show you each of the powers real quick. So, okay. Let's get logged in. Yes, Force of Will is available. It sure is, Nice Potatoes. How do you feel about City of Titans Missing World Media being bought by the same company that runs Fortnite? Do you think we'll get the same thing? That's hard to answer, Keith. That's hard to answer. Oops, hold on. I got everything all jumbled up here. Okay, here we go. Alright, thanks for bearing with me, guys. I don't know if Elvira is going to be in the right place. The overall idea might be the same, but I think the end result could be very different. Right? Because you're going to have a larger company come in there, and when you've had a lot of volunteers working on a game, this larger company is going to come in and say it needs to be this, this, and this. So the idea would be the same, but the final product would be much, much different. Much different. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm on a level 50 character that I completely respect, so I could showcase this Force of Will power pool for you guys. So, listen, I'm going to pull it up and show you. I have nothing. Nothing. I don't play this character. I literally just respect to take the Force of Will power pool. So, as you can see, I have each of them on bar number 1 here. And I just wanted to show you guys what it looks like. I'm not going to be actually running any content or anything. I just wanted to show you what they were. So what you have is, let's see if there's an easy way to show this to you guys. I have a video about it, but I'll show you. You have Mighty Leap, which is almost kind of like Super Jump, but it also gives you the ability, it's going to give you an ability that I'll show you here in just a second. You also have Project Will, Weaken Resolve, Wall of Force, and Unleash Potential. So let me show you something. Mighty Leap. When I activate Mighty Leap, you'll notice that I got a new ability up here. So yes, Mighty Leap is exactly what it sounds like. Pretty much like super jump. I haven't done a comparison yet. If anyone knows between Mighty Leap and super jump, if you jump higher than the other, I don't really know the answer to that. But it gives you an ability called takeoff. You stomp your foot on the ground with tremendous force, empowering your jump speed for a short time and shattering the earth beneath. So if I run up to these guys, or this guy, as long as I have Mighty Leap active, I have access to the takeoff ability. So I'll run up to him. And there you go. So that does have a potential knockback ability that it does. I'll also take this opportunity. Now, what it does also, if you notice, jump speed has been increased after I use it. So that'll kind of give you an idea. So the speed actually is a little bit faster, I think. Yeah, a little different. So that'll give you an idea for that. Okay. Let's go pick on this guy a little bit. Next up, I'll show you Weaken Resolve. So what is Weaken Resolve? You overwhelm your foe with sheer strength of will, reducing their defense, damage, resistance, and chance to hit. So this is just going to be a debuff. I say just a debuff like it's not important. That adds another debuff to the stable. So we'll do that. Now, it's Carol. Let's use an actual attack. Project Will. You manifest your willpower into a blast and project it towards a distant foe, causing moderate psionic and smashing damage. So you get a debuff, then you get an actual attack. Pretty cool animation and ability. You kind of charging up right here around your head and then push it out at him. That's pretty cool. So next up, let's take a look at Wall of Force. This is a cone ability with a foe knockdown. So you project an unfocused blast of sheer force at foes in a short wide cone in front of you, dealing moderate psionic and smashing damage and potentially knocking targets down. Wall of Force requires you to have 2 other powers from the... Okay. More info than you needed, right? So let's take a look at this one. I'm terrible with cone abilities, but here we go. Again, another pretty cool animation. You've got kind of these waves around you, and you kind of hold your arms out and shoot it forward. So that's a pretty cool ability. Velvet Vision as well. We got the whole gang and TikTok. Oh my goodness, we got the whole gang. All right. And lastly, you have Unleash. What? You have Unleash Potential. Unleashing your potential, you grant yourself... Sorry, I'm a little distracted by the other guy on the screen here. You grant yourself a moderate boost to defense, regeneration rate, and recovery for a short time. So let's activate that. Pretty cool sound effect and the way the ability kind of looks when you charge up. But that's going to be a boost to your regeneration, recovery, and defense. So kind of just a little temporary buff. I don't know how long it lasts. How long does it last? Let's see. For 1 minute. So that's 1 minute that you get that. So kind of cool. You get a debuff. You get a buff for yourself. You get a super jump that comes with a takeoff ability that is always there, other than when it's on cooldown, when you have that active. And you get 2 attacks, a single target attack and a cone ability. Pretty cool, with chance at knockback, which is pretty awesome. I'll show you the other one again real quick. I like the sound and the animation. I'm digging it. And then I'll show you Takeoff one more time. Originally, this was not called Takeoff. They called it something else, but I don't remember. But it's now called Takeoff, which is a little more fitting, I think, than the original name. So let's go in here to a big group of mobs. Listen, I don't know. I might have a new power pool that I'm taking. I'm going to be honest. Right? Cone ability. Got the debuff at your disposal. So pretty cool stuff, right? What are you doing? This is, I'm showcasing the new power pool, Force of Will. Hey, Buzz. Pretty exciting stuff. So let me know what you guys think about it. What do you think about the Force of Will after seeing the powers? Some of you have heard of it. Maybe you hadn't heard of it. Maybe you hadn't seen them in action. What do you think about it? Are you considering taking it? I do actually want to thank A-Buzz or not A-Buzz. Yes, I mean, thank you, A-Buzz, but TikTok and Carol and Velvet Vision and Aversi for showing up. So what do you guys think, though, honestly? What do you think about the Force of Will power pool? Okay. It's really cool. It's really cool. On my current characters, I don't think that I would respec and take it. And I'll tell you why. I love the buff and the debuff. The extra attacks, and I think that Navinia said it, the numbers seem kind of bad. I don't think that the attacks are that useful. I really don't. If you think about the arsenal that you have with your abilities, now this might help maybe someone who doesn't have a lot of attacks. Like picture this on Photosynth on my controller. Primarily debuffing, buffing, healing abilities. Maybe it's a filler attack or two potentially, but it's not going to put up big numbers. Mighty Leap, I'd never take Super Jump. Listen, I'm that guy. It's flight or nothing. A lot of people disagree with that, and it's fine. It's perfectly fine. I'm not a fan of Super Jump. Mighty Leap, listen, I tell you, if I took it, if I took this, the Force of Will, now it's cool, it's cool. I'm not saying that it's not cool. If I took it,
I will respect my Rad Sonic with the new debuff.
Lawson, that could, exactly. Thank you for the $1.99. That is an additional debuff. You are correct. So it adds a new, something new to think about. Oh, and Freddy, Shin Godzilla. I'll show you why I would take it. I'm gonna click on the one power you guys already know. If I took it, it would be for this reason right here. I love running in, stomping my foot on the ground, and watching foes go fly. Now listen, I can accomplish that with other powers. I know. However, I do like that. I do like it. But that is a good idea, Lawson. That could actually be a quite fitting power pool for you to take. And I'd be interested, Lawson, if you could give us feedback on it. Wow, that has some distance. If you could give us some feedback on it once you take it. Oh, we saw you, Freddy. On Shin Godzilla. The stomp boosts your jump speed. Yep. Which is kind of nice. You can see right after you do it that it pops up there. I'm in a tree. Okay. So I like it. I do like it. It just, for my current characters, it doesn't work for me. But I wanted to take this opportunity to showcase it to you guys and let you make the decision for yourself if you think that you want to take it or not. So I think that might be about it. That's what I wanted to end on. Was there anyone else that was just dying to call in tonight? But knockbacks aren't really that good in group content. So won't a snare or knock up be better? I mean, it depends. Now, I don't know what all you could slot. I don't think that you could put anything. You couldn't put anything in that ability, correct? In takeoff. Because you can only slot for Mighty Leap, which only allows reduce endurance cost and enhanced jump. Huh. So that would always be knockback. Yeah. I mean, again, you do get a cone ability, a buff, a debuff, and another single target attack, but just depends on the character. Depends on the character. Yeah, Lawson. Nope, yeah, I'm actually not in the super group. Not in my own super group. Alright. I'm going to wave bye to everyone, and I actually will take one more call. I would love to take Lawson's call. Let me wave. What? Okay. What's going on, Vintention? Alright, so let me open up the phone line again. Let's have you call in, Lawson. Let's have you call in. Let's see. A meeting. Let's get my screen put back up. All right. And I'm loving, guys, I'm loving the enthusiasm tonight. You guys were ready to call in and talk about City of Heroes, and I love that passion is still there, right? I love it. So let me get the phone line open back up. Lawson was the 501. Okay. All right, Lawson, phone line is open back up. The Bard, I could also get you in as well if you would like. I could take 2 more phone calls tonight. All right, looks like this is Mr. Lawson.
Call from.
Hey, it's Lawson.
To accept, press 1.
Hello, hello. Looks like this is Lawson.
Hey, PJ.
What's going on? How was your Wednesday? It is Wednesday, right?
Oh, yeah.
It is.
Still
Okay.
Wednesday.
I had to think about it for a second. How was your day today?
Oh, man, that's doing great. I'm drinking a few beers, waiting for some buddies to arrive to play some Mario Kart.
Oh, heck yeah. Okay, that sounds like a pretty good time.
Yeah, buddy, for one of your topics, I wanted to say War Witch because, I'm kind of like you. I don't read a bunch of mission text in the game, but what I did read was the comic books whenever CoH was live, and War Witch was one of the characters featured in the books, and her illustrations were always really cool, and her power set, she's all like mystical and stuff, and yeah, that's who I like.
Okay, I'm actually going to pull up some images of her. I like to give people a visual to look at, just so that way they know. Let's see here. I'll bring everybody over to the monitor.
Yeah, she's really pretty. She's got like a green outfit stuff, and you can actually find her in Krakoa in the zone, and she's also in Pocket D.
Oh yeah, she's got the green and black hair. Okay.
Yeah.
It's her right here. Right here. Yeah, wow, there's not a whole lot of pictures of her on the internet. There's a lot of illustrations, like hand-drawn stuff, which is kind of accurate. It's kind of close.
Yeah, and let's see. And I also was looking at my calendar, and I noticed that your birthday's coming up in 2 weeks.
Sure is. The big 3-0, unfortunately. I guess I should be happy about that. Being alive for 30 years,
Oh, heck yeah. Well, I got something that I'm going to put in the mail for you next week.
Oh, okay. Any hints or clues? No. You know what?
Yeah,
I like surprises. Just don't let it give it away.
Okay, it gives your last reveal stream where you unpackaged everything. There was one thing that bothered me about it, and I intend to amend that.
Okay, I'm not gonna put too much thought into that because I love surprises. So
Oh yeah.
maybe someone in the chat can piece it together, but I'm not gonna try to think about it.
Hey, I got some good news, and I'd also like to ask you for a favor.
Okay.
I made the jump tonight, and I moved my Storm Summoner over to Alka-Seltzer.
Heck yeah.
And I'm going to get her into Heroes Reborn, and hopefully have some great Storm Summonings to play along in the stream with. I think that'll be excellent for everybody. And thing is once I transferred her, the name was already taken. So I was wondering if you could get the PGP to help me come up with a name for my female Storm Summoning Defender. Originally it was Wendy over on Torchbearer, but now I'd like to have people's suggestions on something new I could name her.
Okay, so a Storm Summoning Defender. What's the other power set?
Dark Blast and Electric Mastery.
Okay. Now, listen, Lawson, you know that I'm very bad with names. However, I think that the chat can probably definitely come up with a creative name for you.
Oh yeah, I'd appreciate that.
They're gonna put some. I'm
That'd be
seeing
great.
Breezy, Thundora, Tornado. They're gonna give us. They're gonna give you some names.
Oh, I like Breezy because if people like, man, it's cold outside, and I'm always like, oh, it's just Breezy.
I actually I think this is the first time I have ever said Breezy. I'm not kidding. I always say Windy. I've never said Breezy until tonight. Okay, all right. Weather Woman, Dark Cloud. Okay, so you definitely have some. Man, Lawson, that is a smart move right there, asking the chat to come up with a name for one of your characters. I need to do that more often.
Yeah, you do, bud. Well, it's good talking with you, and I'm going to let you go. And I'd really like a separate video for you to like showcase the Force of Willpower set.
Okay.
Maybe take like Super Jump along with the Respec, and compare the two.
Yeah, definitely.
Side by side.
Hey, no, I like the idea, and to be honest, I'm going to write that down because that's a really good idea. Because a lot of people, and I completely understand, there are a lot of people who prefer the short to the point videos as opposed to watching, because this live stream, for instance, will be about 2.5 hours. So someone who starts to watch the stream is not going to know that 2.5 hours into it, I was showcasing the Force of Will powers. They're going to have no idea. So that's a good idea to make an actual video and then maybe compare some stuff with it, throw some numbers out there and stuff. So thank you for the idea, Lawson.
Yeah, man, you could showcase that sorcery set too, because I'm kind of confused about those powers and a little bit myself. But yeah, if you want to like showcase different power pools or epic power pools, I think that might be like a good video playlist if you have time. God, you're always so busy and you work.
Yeah, I know it's tough, but I love City of Heroes and I love this community so much, so I try to put as much effort and time into it, but I need to get better, and I need to make my content better and get more stuff out there for you guys. I never really thought of it either. I thought about it really now after we watched those videos earlier tonight. I guess even some content that's stuff that has already been put out there still wouldn't necessarily be a bad thing to put it out there again, because a lot of those videos are in like 480p.
Oh, sure. Yeah,
so, I mean, we could put out some content that would be 1080p, high quality stuff, add some graphics and different things on the screen and stuff. So I might dive into that a little bit.
Yeah, and if you need help with stuff like that, like if you want to showcase even, big level 50 power sets, you could always just ask any of us, and we'll log on a tune and, show you what can happen.
Oh my! From now on, I'm gonna consult you every time before I make a video. I'm just gonna DM you and be like, "You got any ideas for this?" Because I didn't even think about that. I don't even have to have the character. If some of you guys, I could be like, "Hey, this is Freddy on Shin Godzilla on the level 50 tomb with these power sets," and then have that character show the powers. Okay, all right, Lawson, you the man. You the man.
All right, bud. Well, you have a good night, and I'll talk to you later.
All right, thank you very much, and thank you for that $1.99 tonight, man. You didn't have to do that.
Yeah, bud.
See
ya.
Have a good night. Right, bye-bye. So that was Lawson in the chat, everybody. Thank you for the names. Those names are quite creative. Lawson, you're going to have to, I think that you're going to find one of those that you like. Those are some good names. Breezy was pretty darn good. Nice potatoes. That was a pretty darn good one. I do like Tornado. I like Weather Woman. Turbulent. That's a good one. Oh my gosh. You guys are so creative. So much more creative than I am. So the Bard, I would also like to take your call. If possible, if you would like. Just let me know your area code. And I will accept the phone call. And then we'll probably kind of wrap it up after that. So the phone line is open. And TikTok, we got to get you in here somehow. I don't know why it won't let you call in. Puddle starter. Oh my gosh. Updraft. A Hero Spotlight series. Helios. Oh my goodness. From now on, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go live from now on, and I'm going to title it, "What are some video ideas?" Oh my gosh. Okay. Hero Spotlight. Because I have Archetype Spotlight. You probably can't read it. You probably can't read my note. I have Post-it notes where I keep all the ideas. Archetype Spotlight at the top. So Hero Spotlight. That's awesome. Hero Spotlight. I guess, listen. These are everywhere. If I could flip the camera around and show you my desk. Oh my goodness. Okay. So. Alright. The Bard, did you want to call in? I wanted to give you one last opportunity before we wrap it up. And then we'll call it a night after that. I try to keep these 470. Okay, perfect. Give me a ring, the Bard. Give me a ring. I try to keep these to about 2 hours, but I have so much fun hanging out with you guys and talking City of Heroes. It usually goes about 30 to 45 minutes over. You know, who's complaining, right? All right, let's take this call from the Bard.
Accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
Hello, the Bard. How are you tonight?
And good evening, PG and PGP fam. And I'm doing tired.
Doing tired. I've been there. I know the feeling.
It's been a hectic past few days. My company's got me working off account loads here, doing stuff.
It's crazy. The other morning you were like, "Hey PG, I'm waiting on a load for my truck," and then I stream again that night, and then you were like, "I'm waiting on a load for my truck," and I was like, "Huh?"
Well, how that one got there is, where was I? Delivering into Harrisburg, and I was delivering to a refrigerated warehouse. They go by strict appointment times. Nobody ever told me this. So I get there at 2 p.m. and they tell me, "Well, your appointment time's 9 p.m. I'm like, "Well, crap." I run out of my drive clock. My work day ended at 6 p.m. So I was up until about 1 or 2 waiting for them to unload me. Then I woke up at, I was supposed to wake up by 3 or 4, but I ended up waking up this morning at 6:30 going, "Crap, I got to get to my next place. I'm late already."
For those of you who don't know, the Bard is the guy. Listen, but the Bard, this is a compliment. The crazy guy who sent me an i9 and a motherboard. My dream motherboard. Okay? Just a heads up so you guys know. Crazy's a compliment around here.
I know, but it with heartfelt thanks and all that from myself and on behalf of the community. So you know, and it helps. It helps. We had this discussion before.
We did. I just wanted to thank you again. So.
And you're very welcome. And I'm glad you're able to put it to good use. But yeah, I'm doing all right, all things considered. And I guess for topics, you got to keep things in format here. My favorite signature hero is Ghost Widow.
Ghost Widow. Okay, that's a first for tonight. Would you like to elaborate on why?
Well, I've always had a draw toward not goth, but more gothic characters. And of all the characters in all the cinematics, she actually has a small speaking part. And I really liked how the character was presented. And if you look into her backstory, she's not really a villain, as per se. She seems to take a book from, well, she might be inspired by Sylvanas from World of Warcraft. So I see her as not serving us per se, but choosing to follow Arachnos until the time that she can basically, I don't know, stab him in the back a couple times.
I see what you're saying. I don't know her full story. As a kid, I'm not going to lie. As a kid, I have such fond memories of this game, but as a 12-year-old, I didn't dive deep into the actual story aspect of it. So I'm doing a lot of catching up now that I'm 29 years old and playing this game. So I've got a lot of catching up to do to read up on all of these characters and their backgrounds and their stories and stuff.
Oh yeah, you know, thinking of the writers for City Heroes, they had such an imagination to create these original characters that can stand up to Marvel and DC characters.
I agree.
And it's a shame that they're at such a wayside right now that the mainstream comic crowd has really no clue who these characters are.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, even let's say Positron. Now I don't know that much about him, but you know, even looking at his story and the stories that are told in the game, you know, like I said, they rival some of the greatest stories from, you know, like from DC Comics and Batman, Superman, and all that.
There's so much there, so much. I won't say wasted potential because it all got into this amazing game that we play, but it could have kept going. There could still be more. And that's me nitpicking because, you know, again, 8 months ago, I would have said I would have given anything for City of Heroes to be back, and it's back. So I'm super thankful. But you bring up the good point of with the stories and things of all these heroes, I would have loved to have seen it go even deeper and beyond this point.
What the sad thing is I had, you know, when you got a subscription, they sent you the comic books.
Mm-hmm.
I had them, and I lost them over the years. I wish I still had the comic books, and I wish I still had them. I still wish I had a lot of things. Unfortunately.
Now let me ask you something. Can I? Okay, this is gonna be kind of weird. Okay, I'm gonna put you on the spot, but I want to show you something, and then I want to ask you a question. Okay?
Okay.
Let me address this real quick, and I'm gonna do this. Lawson, thank you for the $1.99. He said Breezy has been created. Excellent choice. I like the name. I like it. The Bard. This is gonna be very weird. You don't. It's not weird, but you don't have to do this if you don't want. If you could entertain everyone in the chat for about 30 seconds, I will be right back, and then I want to ask you a question. Is that fair?
Okay.
They'll all be
Okay,
able
well,
to hear you. I'm going to leave you on.
Okay.
Okay.
Should I talk about the D&D game? Give a little bit of backstory and all that.
You can tell them whatever you want, whatever you think will entertain them. I won't be here, so even if you whatever, if you want to talk about anything, don't matter. All right. So, I'll be right back.
Okay. And Ken, I don't have a loot with me. Okay. As for the background of the D&D game, it is a custom world of my own. It draws inspiration from many sources. The basic idea behind it is a future modern day, as in roughly about 7,000 years in the future. Basically, imagine the bombs have fallen. Blah. Oh no, you don't want to hear me sing. I would bust eardrums. I would tell you a cool little story though. My grandfather, when he was alive, he had this habit. Not a habit as per se, but he would sing these random songs. And he would have this warble in his voice. It was very obviously bad singing, but he enjoyed singing. And when I wake up in the morning, when I'm walking from the truck to the truck stop, I'll just burst into song. And I'll emulate my grandfather with his warble. So many people would just give me strange looks. Sunshine on my shoulders makes me happy. Stupid stuff like that. As for I'm not giving out my number. And that's do I have a side loader or
Story time.
back loader? I drive vans. I mostly haul what we here in the business call second-class business mail, which just basically means junk mail. So next time you get that magazine or advertisement in the mail, before you throw it away, think of me.
The Bard.
Yes.
I came back to you singing. Listen, I think you need to start a YouTube channel and start streaming.
No, that would just be the worst.
Listen, I'm seeing the Bard show. It's Bard stream now. Lawson donates too while you had the stream and says story time. All right.
I would die of embarrassment right there.
I want to show you something, and I want to propose something to you.
You got to take me to dinner first. No, I'm teasing.
Okay. Do you have?
As for
you can see me, correct?
Yeah. Let me put you on mute. There you go. Let me catch up to the current.
Okay.
I don't have that great of a connection here where I'm at. So okay, it's coming up. It's coming up. Come on.
PG's going to propose. Not propose to him, propose something to him. Not a ring.
All right. So, give me a moment here. Like I said, it's still buffering here, unfortunately.
Okay, you're fine. I'm just going to show something on the screen. So that's why I want you to be caught up on the stream.
Okay, I'm caught up. It's buffering right now. Like I said, I got 2, maybe 3 bars.
Well,
here.
Hopefully it'll catch up here. You really sounded like you loved the comics, right?
I did.
But,
and I think somebody has mailed a couple of them to you.
What I was going to say is I can tell when someone speaks about something how much it means to them. I can tell in your voice that you love them, that they have some meaning. Listen, okay? When your screen catches up, I have 2 to 3 copies of every single one of the comics.
Oh, wow.
You were absolutely above and beyond more than kind and generous to me to send me that board and processor. That just absolutely blew my mind, and I still can't believe that you did something like that for me.
You don't have to do anything.
No, listen, I'm going to stop you right there. I'm not rude very often, but I'm going to interrupt you and talk over you right here. This is hard to do. I don't do this often.
Could listen to the Bard all night. No offense, PG.
I would gladly, if there's some way that I can send you one of each of them, talk to me on. Look, go ahead if you don't mind to confirm for the chat that this is something that you would potentially want. I will absolutely send you a copy of each of them if you just get with me on Discord and give me a way to get them to you.
All right. How about this? When one of these days I'm going to be in your area and the sun and the moon and the stars align, you could give them to me then. Is that a deal?
That is a deal. You have your. Can we? Here, listen. This might sound childish to some people. I'm putting out a pinky. I need a virtual pinky promise that you will accept them. We'll take a picture and post it on Discord.
I will accept.
All right.
I would be very honored.
So, yes, absolutely. The Bard, as you guys know, with him potentially coming through town and stuff occasionally, I would love to. He says pay for my lunch, but it's going to be the other way around, whether he likes it or not. I'll go up to the front and let them know before we sit down. I'll go ahead and slide them $20 or $40, whatever, and they can get me the change after. So we'll do that, and then I will give him. We'll take a picture and post it on Discord. It's not a publicity thing. It's that I could tell when he talked about them that he misses them, that he loved the comics. He has been more than kind and generous to me, and I feel like that's something that I could do for him. So,
I
agreed.
Well, I appreciate it, and I will accept. I will proudly. I tell you what, I will actually when I get them, I'll use assuming that they're in the plastic sleeves, I'll tape them up on the back of my bunk so everybody can see them.
Perfect. Yeah, I actually have several that they're unopened. They have not been touched out of. This is the original seal right here for these from the post office or whatever when they go through and ship it from there. They're still sealed up. So not all of them, but a lot of them are. And that's from the generosity of people here in the stream. I only had a handful. A lot of these people have sent to me. And I would not do that lightly. I know that it would go to a good home going to you. So we're definitely going to do that. And I do want to address real quick, Coffee Girl did say she donated $2 and said could listen to the Bard all night. No offense, PG. So you taking over the stream, I got $4 in donations. We need to get you on here more often.
Well, for the PGP and yourself, I just want to say for the D&D game, I'm terrible with accents. So basically, every NPC is probably going to sound like me.
PG the Bard, tacos on me.
I call it my Beetlejuice impression.
Well, I understand the struggle because as much as I think I can get rid of my southern accent, it doesn't happen. So, And Jeff Collins just donated $20 in Canadian money and says, PG the Bard, tacos on me. So I guess we're having tacos and Jeff Collins is paying for them. That's the beauty of this community. I'm going to meet up with the Bard, give him some City of Heroes comics, and pay for whatever we eat from Jeff Collins, another person in the community. How crazy is that? What other gaming community can you do something like that in?
Thank you, Jeff. Thank you. And thank you, PG, and thank you, PGP fam, for being all wonderful, wonderful people. If I sound disconnected, it's because I've been out since early this morning. But I won't hold you up. I know you got a show to do, and I don't want to hog all of everybody's time here. So it has been a pleasure, and I hope everybody has a wonderful evening.
Thank you very much, the Bard, for everything you do. You are an important member in this community, and I'm very happy that you're here.
And likewise. Yeah, have a wonderful evening.
All right, you too. I'll talk to you soon.
And I promise, no more drunk calling.
Fair enough. Fair enough. That was the conversation went just fine. I'll explain to everyone later. Okay, it's a long story. All right.
Okay, take care.
Have a good night. All right, bye-bye. Oh, man. And thank you, Underhill. $2 also donates and says, need to see the bard with those massive Moana brows. What if I showed up? Listen, okay, I'm not going to do this to him. What if I showed up dressed up as Moana when I met the bard to go have lunch one day? He would die. He would turn around and act like he doesn't know me. I would bet money on it. He would turn around and act like he doesn't know me. But yeah, definitely. I think that's something. I just feel like I should do that because I could feel it in the bard's voice when he said, those comics, I used to have them. Listen, the bard, I got you. I got you. I love hooking up this community and helping you guys out. It's the reason I do the videos and the streams and everything that we do here. All right? And Jeff Collins, really, that was above and beyond for you. I will literally take that $20 and it will go in my pocket to pay for whatever lunch we grab, wherever we go. Okay? I can make, second pinky promise of the night. All right, Jeff? Second pinky promise of the night. If I met you IRL, you and I would have to go out for lunch and I would pay. I would fight you for it, Zero. All right? I would fight you for the check, Zero. Just so you know. I'm skinny, but I'll go. Okay, no, there's nothing there. Just kidding. Okay, that was embarrassing. All right, I'm going to wrap it up. And call it a night. You would call ahead. I would. Okay. We'll see, Zero. We'll see. But thank you guys tonight. This was a lot of fun. I think I see more AA meetings in the future. And I hope that you guys enjoyed this. I hope that you had fun getting to know each other a little bit better. We get to throw in a little personal conversations into the mix, learn about each other. You get to put, as I said, a voice with a YouTube face. It's a good time. And we get to talk City of Heroes. So, all around fun. If PG brings his butter knives, you better let him pay. Listen, Keldon's seen me with my butter knife skills. He knows what I'm capable of. And it's a scary sight, let me tell you. But I'm going to call it a night. There is actually a... Wait, Coffee Girl was about to call? Were you really about to call? I'm waiting. I'm waiting for a response. Try to call in next time. Yeah, there are going to be more of them in the future. And Teresa, I know that you had tried to call in at some point. There will be more of these in the future. Oh, that's right. She's saying, I was just, because we were asking her to call in. I see what you did there. All right. I'm going to play a new outro screen. I want you guys to do two things. Two things for me, okay? And I need to address this real quick, though, before we do end. Thank you for the love and the support tonight. Thank you for the donations. Welcome any new subscribers. Thank you to everyone who took time out of their night to call in tonight. Thank you to everyone. As I said, this is the best gaming community, period, if I can say it right. I'm getting a little tongue-tied. I want you guys to do two things. Number one, leave kind and encouraging words to each other. We've made it through that midway point of the week. Hump day is over. Okay? But we still got a long week ahead of us. So leave kind and encouraging words in the chat to each other because you never know who it might help. I'm telling you, the power of your words can change someone's life. Number two, I want you to tell me what you think about the new surroundings for the outro screen. You might have to do a little bit of this while it's playing. So just let me know what you guys think about it. I love you guys. I love my City of Heroes family. Tomorrow night is the regularly scheduled City of Heroes stream. Who knows what kind of shenanigans we'll get into. Who knows? Tell me how you like the tunes, though. New tunes, new outro screen. new area that is taking place in. I love you guys. I'll see you real soon, all right? Tomorrow night. Peace out. Much love, guys.